Good afternoon. Welcome to Today in the NAI. I'm Vinny Paracelli. A lot to get to on the program today. We've got highlights from all three games from last night. We preview some of the important games this weekend, and we've got our stars of the month for the month of February. But first, we'll start with the latest NCAA commitment coming out of the NAHL. Luke Pavicic of the Kenai River Brown Bears has committed to UMass Amherst. The goaltender from Clarence Center, New York, is 11-8-1 on the season, sporting a .273 goals against average and a .925 save percentage, to go with 2 shutouts. On to our players of the month for February. The NAHL forward of the month is Brett Chorsky from the St. Cloud Norsemen. The native of Edina, Minnesota had 5 goals and 10 points in 10 February contests. 3 of his 5 goals were overtime winners. The clutch gene is a big part of his game. For the season, he has 15 points, which is top for St. Cloud in 22 games. The defenseman of the month is Aberdeen's Cullen Ferguson. He played in 7 games and finished with 3 goals and 8 points. He was also a +7. Ferguson joined the Wings in mid-January, and in 12 total games, he has 3 goals and 9 points. Our goaltender of the month is Josh Seeley from the Danbury Junior Hat Tricks. From Trenton, Michigan, Seeley went 4-1-1 with a goals against average of .194 and a save percentage of .945. For the season, the Danbury netminder is 6-3-1 with a .242 goals against average, which is good for 9th in the league, and a .931 save percentage, which is tied for 2nd best in the North American Hockey League. Moving on to some games in March, we had 3 games last night. Let's start with Wisconsin, where the Steel hosted the Bruins. Grant Bolt turned aside all 22 shots he faced as the Steel shut out Austin 3-0. Jack Brown and Ryan Waltman had goals just 31 seconds apart to put the Steel up by a pair. Grisha Godovets put home an empty netter to seal the victory. Moving over to Minnesota, the Wilderness got a goal and 2 assists from Gavin Rasmussen as they topped St. Cloud by a score of 5-3. Nicole Sartor had a goal and an assist for the Wilderness. Evan Bushy, Will Traeger, and Zach Michaelis all scored as well for Minnesota. Caleb Johnson made 25 saves to pick up the win in goal. Then in Ridgefield, the Ice Dogs and Magicians went back and forth all night long. It was 3-3 getting into the final minutes of the third period. That's when Spencer Light scored his 3rd goal of the season, breaking the tie and giving Minnesota the 4-3 advantage. Jack Cronin had a pair of goals for the Magic. Simon Falk also found the back of the net. Laker Aldridge Mason and Andrew Garvey were your goal scorers for Fairbanks. Coming up this weekend, it's a long weekend for the Magicians. Not only did they play last night, but they play again today against Fairbanks. They then host Janesville Friday and Saturday with first place on the line. Janesville is coming off a sweep of Kenai River and have won 7 out of their last 10 to put them at the top of the Midwest Division. Then in the South, we've got the division-leading Shreveport Mudbugs hosting the scorching hot Wichita Falls Warriors. Shreveport has been off for a little bit, but now they get back on the ice with a record of 26-4. The Warriors will come into Georges Pond with an 11-game winning streak. Georges Pond is where the streak started back on January 18th with a 3-2 overtime win over the Mudbugs. You can watch every North American Hockey League game on Hockey TV. Follow the NAHL on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, or check out NAHL.com for the latest news and notes from around the league. Thanks for joining us here on Today in the NA. We'll be back next week with the latest news from the North American Hockey League. Until then, I'm Vinny Paracelli.